Earlier, I was wondering if when I have a kid, if, like, I'll actually have, I don't know, enough brain to, fully educate them, because I'm not the smartest person. I don't know. Like, every little kid runs to their parents with questions about things, and normally the parents, it's just like, they have the answers, because, well, I don't even know. It's always random shit, but I'm just wondering if when I have a kid, if my kids run to me for the answers all the time, and I just won't know the answer. And I mean, I know it's fine to not know the answers to every question your kid asks you, but, I don't know, it's just a concern of mine. Also, I was wondering if, like, how my kids would view me. Like, what they'll see me as, what they'll label me as, what they'll think of me as. 'Cause, like, I mean, I personally, for my parents, I can't even imagine them having a past or being children or anything before what I can remember of them. Which, I mean, I guess makes sense. And I mean, that will probably be true with my kids, but I'm just wondering, because I mean, I just see them as they are now, but I probably don't see who they really are, just like I always think people don't see me for who I really am. And I'm just wondering how much of me my kids will actually see and, understand, how much they'll actually understand me. And, yeah, I don't know. I have all this stuff written down, so I'm looking over here, because I wanted to think about it publicly. Oh, right. Also, I was wondering if, like, the way that I say things, like, how I'm like, shut your face, or, like, random stuff like that, like, if my kids are gonna end up saying that because I say it all the time, and, I mean, kids somewhat talk like their parents, at least for a while, until they start hanging around other people, most of all, but, and I'm wondering, sorry, if my kids make mistakes, I mean, I know I'll forgive them for anything that they do, but what if it's the same mistakes that I've done, I mean, I don't know if I'd be more mad at them or me. I feel like I'd set a bad example as a parent because of all the shit that I've done. And I mean, how can I be setting a good example? How can my kids be expected to do what's right when I'm such a screw up? How can they be expected to succeed when I'm such a failure? And, I don't know. It's just some things I've been thinking about. I mean, I keep freaking out that I'm not going to be able to have kids. Like, my body won't be capable of it or something, because it's, like, the one thing that I want the most, and I'm not going to be able to have it, but I'm somewhat relieved from that, because, like, the thought of not being able to have kids, not because I don't want them, but because I feel like I'm worrying more, like it would be worse if I ended up being really bad, like a really bad parent, you know, like, it's just that a kid is what I want out of life more than anything in the world. I mean, I've wanted a kid for so long, and I feel like that's my goal in life, and, like, that's my purpose. So, I mean, if I fail at that, then I don't know. I don't know what I'd do. But it's just, it's not even me failing as a parent, but I don't want my kids to turn out like me. And I want my kids to actually have, like, a childhood, because ever since I was, like, 3, I've thought of myself as an adult, and I treated myself that way, and I just assumed that I was supposed to act how adults act, and I never had the wonder and the imagination of childhood. I never had, you know, the playfulness of, like, the simplicity of it. I've always made everything so complex and so, I don't know. I've always tried to be someone way beyond who I'm capable of being at that age. And I mean, in a way, I like it because, I mean, it's made me smarter for some things, but I haven't really been able to enjoy life. And I mean, if I had a kid like that, you know, I keep thinking I want to have a kid like me, you know, because then I can relate to them, and it'll be easier to parent them, and that wouldn't. And it would be worse because I'd know exactly what they were going through, and I'd know how that felt, and I think my mom's here. I have to get off, but I've just been thinking about that a lot, so I wanted to share.